For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello, welcome to Outdoors Outdoors with me, Mike. Telling you guys a bit of a sort of a tutorial slash product video. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put the sort of front extension or front canopy on the Movelite T4E PC. So it's kind of talking about it as I sort of do it, showing you about obviously how you'd actually go about putting it on. But what it also does is we can talk through some of the features about the actual product as well, quite nice and neatly. So you've got a ground sheet applied with it as well, which actually covers the full kind of front area. So when you buy that sort of front enclosure, you can actually, like I said, you can have it as a whole sort of sealed section, which again is quite a nice little thing. Personally, I think if you're going to leave that sort of front open at any point, really, I don't see the point in doing so. Just because as soon as it rains, you're going to find that you're just going to have all the weather coming driving in. So on the top of the actual Movelite PC, there is a zip located there. So what we're essentially going to do is just attach that to it and zip it up. Now, from memory serves me right, oops, caught myself. The zip runner should be, yeah, so it's on the awning itself. So all I'm going to do first and foremost is unpeg the front parts just to allow me to get nice and close to it. So just almost take the storm straps off for initially. So you can unclip those. I'll pop them down there just for the time being. Same with the front one. There it goes. Just because it's going to allow you to get to that zip a lot easier. And because of all these guide points here as well, they're also going to be in the way. So let's move that out of the way. Admittedly, at this point now, it's obviously quite exposed. There's nothing really supporting the guide ropes point forward. So you want to be careful it's not too windy. And just almost to get a little bit of extra support, really. I'm going to find the inside and the outside. So the outside, you can clearly see the zips. So that's the inside. I found the end. Now the joys of this kind of thing is actually not only do you zip it on, but you've also got a little carabiner clip. So the carabiner clip in many ways will just kind of doubly secure it. So I can put that on there. It's a little baffle and then the carabiner goes on. So I know it's a bit hard. You want to kind of a bit more closer view up. Fortunately, I haven't got the ability to do that right now. And then almost bring the zip along with it every single time, just so you're not putting any excess kind of strain on the actual awning itself. So I'm not sure you can probably see that, but now you've got this kind of baffle. So this Velcro part goes over the top, and that's basically almost your rain kind of cowl for the zip, because zips aren't kind of waterproof. Obviously helps if you've got lots of heights to get this sorted. And then again, you can just put that carabiner on for a bit more of a safer measure. Right, so now we've done that, what I'm going to do is sort of peg it down the sides. And again, you see this kind of front baffle. So this is designed to sort of go directly over the top, as we can see here. So it's not a bad idea to do this now while I can get close, because it's not pegged down at the bottom. Just make sure that's fully over. And again, it's almost like a double seal. Just making sure that it's kind of as it needs to be. All I'm going to do now is just peg that directly down to where the point is on the side. So get it nice and tight to the awning. So as you probably see from the side, you've always got this coloured strip. Now that's got to marry up with the same kind of part on the beam there. So just get that nice and square. So you're basically completely covering the valve. You want to peg it a slightly bit further back than you would normally. You can always sort of slacken it off if you wanted to, but getting it forward is a bit of a pain in derriere. Now that's on, I'm going to peg it dead straight. So this bit requires a nice bit of tension. You want to go pretty much perfectly square with the actual awning itself. So get that nice and square. And that's the joys with something like a poly cotton, is you can just get it looking absolutely taut as you like. And you've got two nice big front windows in there as well. So the joys of that as well just means that you get sort of level of privacy when you want to. But also kind of, there's also a curtain behind there. So they're slightly tinted as well, so you can't really see in from this angle. Which, like I said, it's just that extra little bit of more protection. It's quite clever that actually there is also sort of position behind it a mesh part as well. So you've almost got 3 layers. You've got the PVC window itself. You've then got the actual mesh panel and then the curtain. So you can, yet again, chop and choose between how you kind of want it to be. Let's get a little bit more tension on that. But the door sort of is like a D door, so it sort of zips out some sort of from left to right. So you can either have it half open or kind of fully open, depending on how you're going to peg the door. You can cross those points. And you've got a front guy rope. The joys to get again with the kind of, I call it a canopy. It's not really a canopy. I'd call it more of a front enclosure. There's still additional zip on the front here as well. So you can buy an additional canopy, which we've done a separate video for, which, like I said, gives you the flexibility to kind of produce, have it how you want it to. And then also there's a couple of carabiners on the side down here, which again just really help to kind of cement it to the actual main body of the awning. Probably it's one of those better things that, to be fair, I should have done that really before pegging out, because it gives you a bit more tension to go against. But you can see it kind of there, if you will. So like I said, just feed that directly onto that. And again, just kind of helps to tension this particular guiding point. Get your fingers and thumbs in the right place, Michael. There you go. Like I said, I can just tweak that a little bit just to get that a bit snugger. And you've got that kind of overlap. So like I said, it's just relying on the pressure and the pegging point holding it in place. But you've still got that extra zip on the front, keeping it quite smart. And because you also, if need be, if you're not using the actual, because we don't use the storm straps, we can reuse them. So there's a point right in the center, which if you wanted to, you can clip that through, tension out, then you've got a nice hinge point pulling that awning forward. So that's kind of a bit more of an idea about the front canopy. What I will do actually is almost, you've got little toggle points here, so that door zips back around. Where's my little zips? There we are. So, back it goes. So you can see there, you've got, just doing all my nice handiwork. You can roll that back and then you've got your mesh point between. So you've got almost 2 doors, a front door and a mesh door. So you can have that fully mesh on the front, which creates a great airflow in. So whereas say for other brands, you might buy one or the other, this was almost like a kit. You get both components in as it needs to be. But like I said, check out all the other videos we've got on the kind of the Movelite T4E. But yeah, that's kind of how the front canopy is. For more information, you can always check in the link below as well, or any more information, just let us know via the comments box beneath us, or alternatively contact us directly on our phone number. So yeah, that's the front canopy.